Welcome back,
White,
everyone.
white.
My name's Eltamar, and we are going to be...
Bright, pure color. And it's all riddled with horrible veins that carry the poison of fear and pain throughout its body. Who are you? Why are you crying?
Okay, Adira,
If
thanks
the
for...
witch is talking about the enemies of humanity who set upon this abode of noble navigators, then our weapons will soon dispel their wicked misery.
Right, so where we left off last time, we had just entered the station. It appears to be under some sort of civil war type situation. Let's examine this body. We have awareness 100. The corpses were mauled by a force far beyond any mortal capacity. The faces are twisted in pain, and the hands are fused with improvised weapons, tools, scissors, and cutlery. Gross and interesting at the same time. Guess we're going down this way. There's a goods, which is the dead body, obviously. We get a multi-key and some random cargo for us to put into our ship. I'm sure that'll be important later. Okay, so where are we supposed to go in here? We need to get through this door. I guess we should turn it on. Elevator's power is out. We can't get down there. Is there another way? It's also barricaded on the other side. There's no interaction icon here. We should weld the door shut. Who knows from which side the renegades will attack. Good point. Alright. We can jump over this one over here. Athletics 100. We can get through, apparently. We're going that way. This is the way we are supposed to go, apparently. So let's do that. We found a trap. Our very first
I noticed
two
something.
traps of the game. At the ready, the conspirators are trying to break through to the guard rooms. Well, let's see if we can get rid of this trap.
I better myself through my
Answer
service.
to that appears to be yes. And that one's also gone as well. Alright. There's a Medicaid we can try and do over here, but not as likely. We might also end up in combat really soon with those cards there. Anyways, let's try to see where they are. Let's try the Medicaid. We'll save. Most of these unfortunate souls took their own lives by slicing their guts wide open. A grim end. Some goods. Some more goods. Stand firm. We must not let the miscreants defile house or Celio. Fire at will for house or Celio.
Take a knee and bow before me.
Oh, there's
Stand
so
your
many
ground.
people in this fight. Okay, we need to figure this situation out. We do have a lot of good cover, though. That is probably going to be one of our saving graces. Put our Genta there. We'll put... That's only half cover there. These are all only half cover. The only full cover from this side is the one our Genta's standing behind. So we'll put... Oh, she can't quite reach there. We'll put her over here then. Or no, we want to put her up closer because she has Psychic Scream. She can move up to there on her turn. We'll just leave her there for now. There's just so many guards and guard defenders. There's only one... Oh, there's a couple that are of significant note, but we'll deal with that as they come in. Abelard, do you have a ranged weapon? I don't think I've ever used a ranged weapon with you, so... Maybe just hide behind a table for now, and then we'll go from there. Right, let's see where everyone goes. There is so many enemies. Oh, it's our main character. Right, we get to do our thing first. We could take a pot shot at one of them, I guess, with Argenta. We do have Bring It Down available. We could just shoot that one and kill it. Can we shoot this one and kill both? Possibly. Nope, that was the only one that died. I'm actually okay with that, though. And then you're done your turn. You only had that one action. Now we're back to our turn again. Or nothing, because we don't have an actual turn
Break
there.
their morale.
That's just our first round thing. Holy crap, they can shoot from very far away.
Follow my
Okay,
lead.
that's good to know. That guard defender can shoot from like across the map. They all have las rifles. We should maybe try and close the distance a little bit. Because we have shotguns, and shotguns aren't that long of range. We could run and gun to here, and then what can we hit? Nothing really. Maybe that guard? Also, that's a lot of movement. I don't think I can make it there. We can just go here.
Rejoice in battle!
Can you hit that guy? Yes. He's dead now?
As
Yeah, we'll
the
grab
Emperor commands,
Furious
I act.
Recital, why not? We're moving up towards our heroic act. We do have desperate measures available. Next person's turn. That guard's going. Shooting pointlessly. That's the squad commander.
Stay vigilant.
Unquestionable order, sending in one of
Weapon
his
at the
people.
ready.
Has a sword, so he's coming out of cover. That's nice of him to do. I'm gonna move you here. You can definitely psychic scream at somebody. That guy specifically.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Dead. And we'll give forewarning to Abelard, because I'm going to move him up, obviously, because you can't just be standing back here with no real means of doing anything. Luckily, our gent is in cover, because otherwise she'd be getting hit by a lot of things. So there's a guard medicate, guard defender, guard commander. She got hit pretty hard there. Not enough to cause death or anything. I need to get somewhere. Let's get him to charge to, like, here.
I will do my duty.
Then at least he's in cover, I suppose. We can get not brace for impact from one. That's not what I meant to do, but that's okay. We can also get endure, so it doesn't matter. Okay, you should be fine for this turn. Done. Our main character's turn needs to move up. First of all, though, actually we should move first. Move to here. Word of the Emperor gives everyone some resolve. We can do another bring it down and actually get him into the combat, I guess. Or we can use her and just shotgun someone. What if she can run down the stairs and shotgun, like... What if we do Abelard? I can't do her anyways, because she already had one recently.
Already done.
Okay, Abelard, I need you to... charge. We can't charge anywhere. This was a bad idea. This is a waste of a turn. I guess we could charge to, like, over here.
I'd rather not.
Path. We can go this way, but we can't... Oh, because we can't go through our own character, I suppose. I can move him out here, but he'll take damage. It will get him closer to combat, though, so I will do that, I think. Then he can go straight down here next time. Okay. Bad choice. We can still take a shot, though. We'll shoot that guy. Maybe. Oh my god, that was horrifying. He just melted. That, I mean, it is a melted gun, so that makes sense, but
Follow
still
my
terrifying.
lead.
Guard commander taking shots. Did hit Argenta pretty hard. We're gonna run and gun up next turn and shoot, I think. Deer is under attack. That's fine. I'm not too concerned about her. We don't have running gun right now. We can move up to here and shoot, but that's gonna leave her way out of cover. We can move her up to here, but that's pointless. She won't be able to do anything. So, what do we do with her? She can't really do much in terms... I guess we could switch guns. She does have a bolter as well. Only 27% chance to hit those ones. Shoot that
I'll do
guy.
it.
He's dead. And now we
As
can get
the
Rebel and
Emperor
Slaughter.
commands, I act.
He does have a medic kit, or medikit, so she can heal herself if she
Stay
needs to.
vigilant.
Oh, you guys get another turn? I see how it is. She is going to need to use that medikit.
Weapon at the ready.
Alright, Adira, how far is your Psychic Scream? Not far enough. They're more than 12 cells away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I guess they are. Okay, well, we need to move, I guess, over here. Can't hit anyone. Even if we moved up to here, I don't think we could. We can maybe hit one person. It's going to leave her exposed, but I am curious to see if we can. Nope, nobody in range. Okay, that was a bad idea. We can give ourselves some dodge, though. She might be okay. Can we expose weakness on anyone? Yeah, we can.
But of
Cool,
course.
let's do it on him. Guard Medicaid. Okay, he missed.
Will endure.
Argento's got to stop taking random shots from people.
Strengthens me.
Okay, let's, how far can you charge? To there? Can you make it all the way to here? Yes, apparently you can. He stopped. Okay, well,
It will be done.
he is standing right there now, pointlessly.
High momentum.
We can do Finest Hour. The officer grants an ally an extra turn with full AP and MP. During the extra turn, there's no attack limit.
I'll bring
Double alert.
glory to my bloodline.
Have a next turn. Go charge this dude. Kill that man.
Victory is imminent.
Endure. That's all you can do. Alright, I'm gonna move. Do I want to? Can I hit anyone from here? No, I'm too far away. I could bring it down, although that's kind of pointless on the people around.
I'll
I
pass.
have no idea that's gonna hit. Does that hit anyone? Hits everyone except for Abelard, but this one hits everyone. Yeah, close enough. Let's do that. Okay, and what else can we do? Voice of command. Give him some stats because he's standing in melee now. She's going to heal herself because she is actually very hurt. I'm going to move up. I think it's a bad idea to run out of cover, but it's fine. We need to get out to range
Break
people.
their morale.
Just a minor setback.
0 damage. Abelard's got a pretty good damage reduction, so not too concerned about him at the moment. We can move up to here, and we're in range of everyone. We're definitely going to use our medevac.
Administration is
Medikit.
a holy task.
We're going to just run and gun to here, I guess.
The enemies of the
Yes, do
Emperor
that.
will be undone.
And then we'll just shoot someone like that guy. 55% chance. Might work. Did not work. They hit the barrier. That's fine.
Follow my lead.
You're being very irritating running back and forth. Oh, so is there just an eyeball? Oh,
I've
it's just
suffered worse.
Abelard took a little damage there. A little actual damage. Can't hit anyone, right? Nope. Let's move. Keep
Cover
going.
me.
She's a little bit far away. There's just so many turns. If we come up here and then charge, we can hit that squad commander, or alternatively the guard defender around the corner. I think we break line of sight if we do that. Let's go to here. We can do this. There we go. Now we can do that.
Reduced to dust.
And we
At
can
your
do
beck and
this.
call.
Perfect. That was a good turn for him. Moving our main character up to here, I suppose. Not in range of anyone, right? No, too far away. Even from that guy. But we can give... Oh, we can't give Abelard another turn. We can give her another turn. To shoot, we can do full auto, because nobody else is in the way, I don't think. And it might actually hit. We'll see.
Each strike
One
is
died.
a prayer.
2 died. Perfect. That actually worked really, really well. Alright, and this guy's turn. He can't really do much. I'll just give Resolve to some people. as is tradition, and we are not moving anymore. She now has her actual turn. She does have some line of sight to that guy. Obviously not going to burst fire because we'll end up hitting Abelard. But he did dodge. Okay.
Stay vigilant.
He ran away and then got sawed, and he shot us for 1 damage. Rude. Idira wasn't particularly useful in this fight, mostly because I've had her in a bad position. She did kill 1 person, but ultimately not really what we were hoping for her. This should end the fight, though. Everyone's dead that needs to be dead. Okay, loot time. That was a lot of defenders. They didn't want to talk at all, so I'm guessing they are the bad guys? It's hard to tell. A las pistol, a sword, a flak chest plate, though. That's pretty nice.
None shall stand in my way.
Grabbing more las guns. Are those las rifles better than mine? Or are they just las guns? That's all they are. 5 to 7 damage. Okay, they're alright.
Victory awaits.
There was a loot over here that we were trying to get to before the fight kicked off, so let's find what that is. Mutated flesh samples. Lovely. And meteorite chunk. And whatever this is. A Ripper auto pistol. Okay. So it looks like we've successfully fought our way through the first little batch of enemies. There's more goods on this side. And there's also something here. Intercepted conversation between security officers. Tremendous honor, yes, but this promotion will transfer the entire squad to the child's personal guard. By the God Emperor? Well, you are a strapping lad. You'll probably make it for a cycle or 3. It has worn down better men than me. What even is the point if your brains turn into mush? I may rip out my eyes like Amos did. At best, I'll just go bonkers like that little shit stain that kept stealing our... Iho? Oh, what happened to that one? Threw him out of a depressurized chamber because some voices told him to. Calm down. Keeper Felix said the squad would not have to serve the child for long. He even gave us that little leeway, unlike that fish-eyed... unknown. This is the library full of treatises by the most distinguished scholars of the Imperium, from the Astra Militarum tacticians to the Adeptus Mechanicus genitors.
A new challenge for me.
There's a door to open there, but there's lore Imperium here. Statue by the famous Calaxian sculptor and chronicler Zacharias Vernon, magnificent. The 23rd year of this millennium. Original. More goods. Including a data crypt H40KO. I'm just gonna open my window 1 sec. It's like 8,000 degrees in this office for some reason. It's so warm. It's like 10 o'clock at night, too. Okay. We have a couple potential doors. We have this one here. Nothing on this side. It doesn't look like. I'm just gonna quickly check up here, though.
It's about time.
There is one more thing to read. The Lady Navigator statue looks pristine and new. Oh, there are goods here. Tucked in the wall, it's a book. A good majordomo attempts to nurture only the finest of flowers in the garden. That is their master's life. Therefore, new seeds for the garden must be weeded out with the utmost care so that the garden's trees may yield the sweetest fruit. The lessons below will help separate the precious seeds from the vile thorns to cultivate the perfect garden for any lady navigator. A faithful servant always makes sure his mistress' rooms and garments are clean. A faithful servant will never offer their mistress the same dress presented earlier in the cycle. A faithful servant offers their mistress a glass of fresh water upon waking.
I'll lay
Now I kind
claim
of want
to
some
the
fresh
stars.
water. Let's go to this door first. It's looking very ominous. Oh, it paused for a
The
reason.
crew continues to mourn
I
Lady
see.
Theodora. I fear it may affect the performance of their duties in service of the Lord Captain.
Ran over a trap a little bit. Navigator flesh sample. Weird.
In his
Gross.
service will they find strength and fortitude.
A bunch of cargo
Only thus will
stuff.
they turn their hearts away from the frailties that lead to heresies.
There are guards in here, or... Maybe we're going the wrong... let's go this way. Yeah, let's continue this way. There's a clear athletics check here. 95%. We should be able to do that. where we can find some goods and a door. Noble silk gloves, +5 to persuasion. Nifty. I might put those on. There is nothing else over there, though. What's in this door? We have a choice between demolition, a multi-key, or a just straight-up tech use.
That didn't go as I'd hoped.
Okay, let's try a key.
Excellence matters.
Let's save before going in there. There's a trapped door.
Never doubt me.
That leads to that room, but that doesn't help us with this whole guard situation over here. Alright, let's save and go fight some people.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Did you hear the screams? Move. Sir, are you alright? We can't hear anything. Now I see you're in league with them. Is this an insurrection? Yes, indeed. Death to traitors. So what are you doing? Get a hold of yourself. Well, there's only one guy left alive. I know, you're all traitors. Traitors of all of you. They told me. They whispered, hey, who are you? Apparently I just shot him with my
Follow my
melty
lead.
gun. Bunch of random loot. Whatever this guy has over here. Scrappy auto pistol. Okay. Goods. Another data crypt H41 OK or 0K potentially.
Victory awaits.
Nothing over there. There's a door. Several doors, in fact, and there are some goods. Which is research notes of Navis Laboratorum, Custodian Fortuna Orcelio, Part 13. Keeper Theobald graciously agreed to provide samples of his skin growth so we could study the influence of the rebellious immaterium on the flesh of the Navis Nobilite. Just as we thought, navigators are positively resilient to the restless currents of the warp. The God Emperor truly does shield some people against corruption and misery. But let us get back to the study of mortal flesh. Another servant will be carried in shortly. I must ready the organ extraction equipment. Adamantine dust and black water. It's the worst idea that could have entered my mind. God Emperor be praised. I'm lucky to still have my head on my shoulders after this reckless experiment. Nevertheless, we did make an important discovery. The adamantine seems... where is it? Seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the macerator can handle its temper, so we should probably introduce a more complex compound into the formula. All of the data related to the experiment were recorded to datacrypt K0H0H. I will get back to them later once I'm done with experiment H410K or OK. Have I mentioned that the chunk of meteorite found by the Keeper Felix subject is completely useless? Although, its shining granulates can be used to make new paints for the child. Yes, I think I'm going to do exactly that. So we're getting these samples, which I guess we need for
I'll
something.
lay claim to the stars.
Open sesame. It worked. And inside we found goods. A bunch of random junk. A long las, which is actually an extremely good weapon for somebody. Probably going to put it on Argenta. Carapist chest plate. Nice. We'll check our armor in a sec too. There's a locked thing here. Let's grab these goods first though. Bunch more stuff. We can
I did fine.
open it fine. Okay, good. Awesome. Let's take a look at our gear situation. Because Argenta's okay with a shotgun, don't get me wrong, but I think that long las is going to be really good for her. It's right there. Very decent damage on it. Let's switch to it. Also looks pretty cool. Its range is 18, which is pretty far. It's longer than the range of a las gun, so that's a plus. Cool. Armor-wise, what is she wearing? She's wearing medium armor. We could give her a flak jacket, which is less armor than she's got now. Same dodge penalty. Same everything else. Yeah, the mesh chestplate is just straight up better. What do you got? You have heavy armor, the Seneschal's trusty carapace. You've also got a chainsword. Do we have anything better than a chainsword? Doesn't appear so. No, basically. I am going to put persuasion gloves on you, I think. Anyone better at tech than this guy? 35, 30, 30, 30. No, apparently not. Okay. Well, maybe we leave the tech one on for now. He's the only one that can use tech stuff, and he's not that good at it, so. As for our current situation regarding our warrior, a shotgun certainly couldn't hurt for him in the event he needs to use some range. Okay, there's people here. Is this going to be a moral choice? Do we have to decide what to do with all these people?
It's about time.
Where's the child? Is she safe? It hurts so much, the pain in my chest. Where's the child? Where's the child? This one's got a name, so. Uwe has had his tongue cut off, just like the rest of the lesser servants plus Orselio. It's terrible. For some reason, the archenemy's twisted influence has found its way into the station. It does.
None shall stand
Couple
in my
little thing
way.
going on there. Okay, we can awaken the Cogitator's spirit. That's a plus. Let's do that. The Cogitator's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The buttons, switches, and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. Awaken it. You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked vid screen of the sacred engine flickers. The Cogitator's insides emit creaks and groans, and the lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine spirits do grant you access to the Cogitator's system. Request data on the station's navigators. After a brief pause, the data appears on the vid screen. Pelik Orselio, location main hall, status alive. Theobald Orselio, location upper chambers, status alive. The other three are dead. Switch to the main chambers controls. The cogs within the sacred mechanism slowly start turning with heavy grinding and clacking. The tired machine spirits grant you access to the station control, or at least the parts that still obey the Cogitator. Open the doors. The Cogitator's vid screen goes dark as if the machine spirit has fled their mechanical casket, but your assumption is incorrect, as it fills with static just a few moments later. You can barely make out an inscription amidst the flow of rapidly changing symbols. Data corrupted. Okay. I don't know binary, so this one. It did open the door. Great. The protocol has been executed, and the passage has been opened. Okay. Main elevator controls. Activate the main elevator. Processing query confirmed. Alright, done. Step away. Thanks, Cogitator. We thank it for its service.
A new challenge for me?
What's going on? That was really weird. We also need medikits. Where are our medikits? I just realized we have a bunch of fresh injuries on like a bunch of characters. Namely Adira and our main character. So she needs some. Where do these go? Could you just use one? Let's see. Can't be used by this character. One second, I just got a call. Sorry about that. Can't be used by that character. Does it mean it can't be used by our main character? No. Okay. So you gotta heal him. Those fresh injuries can turn into
This
old
wound
injuries,
will make
apparently.
a fine scar.
Thank you.
Man, do we have to use more of them? We don't have that many of them. We only have 3 left in total.
Let's patch you up.
I stand
Regardless,
in
we're still gonna do
recognition.
it, because I don't want to
Just in
have
time.
old wounds. There we go. We'll buy more of them later. I'm sure it can't be that hard. Then again, I have no idea how money works in this game yet. This room is filled with corpses. Nope, just a bunch of random goods. We opened the door, though. We got biogel, black water, unidentified acid. Other goods are psi crystal, a flesh sample. There's a door to
Victory
open.
awaits!
And another data crypt for K4OH. Sounds different. The caustic stench of reagents sears your nostrils and broken glass crunches underfoot. Somebody wanted to destroy the laboratory or find something. We can try and do this. Synthetic amniotic fluid pools across the floor. Barely discernible traces stretch to the side opposite the entrance. So is there a monster behind this door? Yes, maybe? Hard to tell. Let's go find out. There's a bunch of things happening here. There's transducers, remake the control rod, goods, other stuff. More and more servants are being influenced by the immaterium, and it has nothing to do with the child's more frequent tantrums. We've discovered that the corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts most unusually to the crystals we purchased from the Winterscale dynasty. I strongly recommend finally grinding the reagent to catalyst the reaction. Do not use acid under any circumstances. Trust me, you will not like having to tend to the burns for the next dozen turns in a row. This calls for something more basic. Oh, and one more thing. Tech Priest blessed data crypt H41OK for the calculated number of chrono turns, which means it is no longer necessary to remain near the device while waiting for the reaction to start. The data crypt H40KO malfunctioned over the course of our research. I should remind the Technomats to deliver this sacred mechanism to Magos Dioctius' capable hands. Some of the names are hard. More goods. A report of some sort. Experimental section. The child's influence on the psycho-emotional state of various representatives of the Imperium. Access level Orcelio T Prime. Experiment H45451, lowborn male. The test subject exhibits signs of acute stress. The majority perished of blood loss within a day of being placed in the laboratory chamber due to the inability to halt the discharge of ocular secretions, tears, and the body's subsequent replacement of these secretions with the connective tissue of its internal environment. The individuals with the greatest resistance to the sacred child's resonance died several chronoturns later. Extensive wounds in the abdomen, presumably inflicted by a jagged piece of metal. Death was caused by strangulation with the subject's own intestines. The subject's final shouts exhibited concerns over abominable tentacles and void worms, hallucinations prescribed to their own internal organs. Experiment H45452, lowborn female. The test subjects died within an hour of entering the laboratory adjacent to the child's chambers. Most had their tongues bitten off or their jaws badly dislocated. Some test subjects lacked the physical strength to separate it from the rest of the skull. Cause of death? Severe head injuries caused by impacting walls or the floor. H5H53, subgrouped a paralyzed patient who lost the ability to speak due to the shock caused by the Manufactorum accident. Male. Test subject noted a tingling sensation in the deteriorating tissue. During reagent Eronto Orcelio's visit to the child, the test subject smiled and started humming, most likely trying to carry some plebeian tune, and then attempted to address the servant who brought him food. A lengthy conversation was prohibited due to the servant's lack of tongue. 45-45-4. Defective offspring of Lord P. Orcelio, pronounced unfit for studying the high art of navigation owing to the mutation of tissues required for installation of the obligatory augmentations that merge one's consciousness with the vessel. Additionally, they display an overall feebleness of mind, female. The test subjects mirrored the child's actions for 3 days. On the 4th day, the child became upset after hearing the news about the untimely demise of Amos Cantarelli, an officer of her personal guard. As a result of one of the test subjects peeled away several layers of tissue from her face and died from the resulting massive heart attack. The last surviving test subject was executed for attempting to contact the child. Wow, this place is twisted. They all just lost their minds. Please don't kill me. Okay, so we need to figure out this whole situation. We have to figure out which one goes where. We don't have a reagent flask though, okay.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Adamantine. So we don't have a control rod yet. We're going to come back to... Actually, I think we have to do this. This is the only thing we have left to do. We did miss a loot, though. Let's go back for it. I just noticed it on the map. There's also a loot there.
Follow
I like how
my
it shows it
lead.
on the map. That's nice of it. Let's go. Let's go, people. I think it's in this room. Nope. Yes, it's in this room. Right there. It's a corpse on the floor with just a bunch of junk. Okay. And one directly across the way in this room. Warp Seer's goggles grants WP bonus, lore warp. Willpower bonus, I'm guessing. Okay, so we need to read those things and figure out our
None
goal here.
shall
I wonder if
stand
it
in
gives
my
us a
way.
hint in the blood and a sacred mechanism. Okay, that's not super helpful. What's this? Oh, right. Okay. What's the transducer do? We can put something inside of it. Let's start reading these things yet again. We gotta figure out which one's which. Cracked data slate. Unfinished letter. Nope. Okay. Adamantine dust in black water was the worst idea. Adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn. Can't handle the temper. All the data related to the experiment was sent to data crypt K40H. Chunk of meteorite's worthless. Okay, so adamantine can't be used. Meteorite is worthless. One of these require that thing. One of those things. It's not one of those. Transducer? Okay. So the meteorite's useless now. I can start to work. Let's put that one in there. Apparently I did the thing I was supposed to do. Now this situation I'm not
I
entirely
won't
sure about yet.
tolerate weakness.
Let's read about this some more. Another servant. Okay, so we need navigator flesh sample, I think is the one we want. Data crypt connector was what? K40H maybe? K41OH I think is the one we want to put in there. Nope, that's K41 okay. That's K4OH. Did I read that wrong? Was that supposed to be... Oh, K41 okay. Okay, I'll throw that one in there. And the catalyst flask. Black water was worthless. And we didn't want to do acid, I don't think, so let's try biogel. Now, we don't have this, though. I don't know what to put in here, so... maybe that's for later us. We'll come back and try this later. We did get the control rod, so that's what we were looking for. Let's go upstairs, I suppose. We fought our way up here.
It's about time.
And we can just athletics back over. And we should be able to turn this on. Our control rod is... didn't we do this? I thought we got a control rod, didn't we? Yeah. Well, how do I use the control? Do I need to, like, equip it? Is it a weapon? Incorrect armament. How do I use this thing? But I have one. It's right here. Can't put it there. Maybe our main character's not trying to use it. Do I have to click and drag it somehow? I'm a little confused as to why this... Maybe talk to Felik. Felik looks a little better. His tangled hair is now neatly braided, his wounds are tightly bandaged, and there's some healthy color under the scales of his cheeks. You dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. Remember, every second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life. Adira suddenly cocks her head and drives her nails deep into her shoulder. Then she starts mumbling. The crossroads, there are two paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy. They fall at the slightest touch, one hiding a blind man, another a traitor. Tell me more, what paths? I cannot say. One is paved with blind faith, the other with hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You have to simply decide what kind of tragedy you like the most. Who is who? Who do you see behind the masks? My whispers are giggling nastily. They will not speak, the naughty little things. They say tearing off the masks is your concern. Thank you, everything is clear now. She nods tiredly and glances at Felik out the corner of her eye. This station has enough problems without your sorcery, psycher. He waves her off and looks at us expectantly. Keep the key. One sec, sorry. There is a darkness swirling in Felix Orselio's bottomless eyes as he bares his teeth, his sharp teeth in a defensive snarl. Care to explain yourself, son or scion of the von Valencius dynasty? What is the meaning of this? Who's the child mentioned in the documents and the reports found on the station? You meddled with something that should have been left alone. The keeper folds his arms and shakes his head disapprovingly. The child is what the servants call Lady Cassia. For the commoners' dirty mouths must not sully her name by uttering it. You see, it is not beneficial for all servants to have their vocal organ altered. Some prove to be more useful when they're still able to speak. The madmen I fought were convinced that we were the traitors. Felik gives an indifferent shrug. That's why they are insane. Will you really heed the ramblings of retainers who dared raise their hand against the scions of a noble bloodline? The servants alone cannot be blamed for what happened to the station. Most corpses I discovered were either unarmed or feeble. Did you really think my servants could plan a coup? The senior officers are just as guilty. Half my guards butchered one another because they suspected treason. As for the real culprit, the coup was staged by those closest to my mistress. Destroying the shuttles, shutting off power, and disabling the security systems. Too many things required special access only available to the keeper of the station. As I'm sure you're aware, there were two keepers of the station. Your guess is absolutely correct. Theobald Orselio, the demented old man obsessed with Lady Cassia and her power, and also the one to blame for the woes that have befallen Yorick V and our noble line. I listened to a recording of a private conversation between the station's officers. You were very lenient towards them, purposely neglecting the security protocols. I was lenient, this is true. And in the end I paid a steep price for it. Just look at the destruction around us. The insurrectionists have left almost nothing of my home. He spits out the last few words with a particular bitterness. I don't trust him, but at the same time, I think he's the evil guy and I kind of want to do the evil thing. I trust you, Felik Orselio. Let's rescue your mistress. He exhales loudly and smiles. Thank you, O traitor. I don't even know what to say. Status and honor prevented me from admitting it before now, but you have awoken hope in me. Hope that I might actually leave the station together with my mistress, which is why I'm about to ask one last favor of you. The lowly insurgents got their hands on a weapon that suppresses my navigator powers. Their absence makes me a living target, but this weapon is useless against you, as is the bunch of lunatics wielding it. I humbly ask for you to deal with the scum huddling upstairs, and hurry to adorn my mistress with a relic of our house, a sacred amulet against all evil. Recent events have badly disturbed Lady Cassia's psyche, and warp entities always lust for weaker souls, especially when the veil grows thin. You too will be safe next to this charm. What do I get in return? You get everything you wanted, a loyal navigator and the undying gratitude of House Orselio. If you turn out to be a lousy navigator after all this effort, I will personally feed you to avoid Kraken, just so we're clear. He smiles softly and appears relaxed and calm. If everything goes as planned, you will not have to worry about such things. He's going to betray us. You're going to need this charm. Felix hands us a precious stone without a setting. Its luminous surface remains cold to the touch no matter how long you hold it in your hand. And may the God Emperor's light be with you. We got a glowing stone. Oh, he's the one that puts the lever in. I see. I see. Okay. What did he give us? Glowing stone is a rough, precious stone lacking a setting. It's always cold to the touch. But this is where we're going to end off, I think. In the next video, we'll head upstairs and go explore the rest of this base. We also missed something over here. Oh, that's the data crypt stuff we haven't been... Oh, it's loot. No, I think the loot... Was there loot?
Victory
Okay, before we end the video really quickly, we're going to go and make sure we didn't miss something. And then we'll end the video. I think the loot was just this thing, right? Yeah, okay. It was just a crystal dust. Which I guess is important for something. There's... Oh, it's a transducer, okay. Alrighty. I'll head back to the elevator and save there. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, see you next time. And we will, I guess, go save the child or something. Probably kill an old man who doesn't deserve it. You know, things that people do, I guess. Take care. See you all then.